everyone, Jalen Campbell here with Cream Ray at One Soccer Nation. Today we have our guest, Chris Melino from Temple University. Chris, how's it going, bro?
I'm pretty good. How about you guys?
I'm good, I'm good.
Bro. Thanks for
Awesome to
joining
have
us.
you on with us today, bro. Thank you for coming out and joining us.
Having me?
Chris, give us a brief background about yourself.
Soccer wise or life wise?
Both, bro. Tell us everything.
Well, soccer wise, I'm playing for since I can remember. I started off at Markham, and after Markham, I made the switch to Unionville, where I spent 5, 6 years there. And then after that, after like OPDL was almost done and everything, I went to Vaughan and then worked with Patrice and all that. And then school wise, I went to Temple University for year one.
For year one.
Yeah.
What are you planning for year two?
I've decided to leave Temple University and I'm gonna come back home to play in Canada at York University for next season.
For next season, okay.
Yeah.
So
Wait, I have a question. Sorry, Jay. Wait, why are you gonna come back to play at York?
Well, for me, from my experience at Temple, I wasn't getting the play time. I wasn't really connecting with the coaches in the school as much as I like. So it's a little hard for me to transfer to another D1 school because I don't really have much film. So I've been talking to the coaches at York and I've known them from before too. So I'm gonna just come back and try and play more there and enjoy the game a little bit more than I was at Temple.
do you plan on like going back to the States after, or like you're just trying to like see it out right now?
I'm gonna see it out right now, but I know, going back to the D1 would be a goal too, but also with like the CPL growing too, maybe sticking out in Canada if I'm doing well. Like I'm going back might be a risk to the States. I might just stay here and try and focus on maybe going CPL with some of the connections that we have here.
Okay, so you mentioned coming back to Canada, so that means you're an international student. Give us a little, tell us about how you got your visa.
Well, it wasn't that bad. I just went on Temple actually helped a lot because they put like on their like portal, like their big website to go on and get it. So I went on there and then I worked with someone to help me out and get it a little bit like that. But then it pretty much ran smoothly. They gave me the application I needed to fill out for all that stuff. Had a call with someone and then I got it there and then have had no issues going back and forth with the States for that.
So you mentioned Vaughn being like a source of you getting to post-secondary before. What other sources did you use?
For me, it was practically just, I know FTF helped out a little at the early stages because, they had like they were up and coming and they're doing a really good job now too. They posted me and had a couple of coaches contact them. So they helped me out to start. But then I would say it's pretty much Patrice because going through COVID, it was tough. We had a lot of our showcases closed off. I remember the last one was right before COVID started with the Sigma showcase. So I did pretty well there. But then after that, it was pretty much just calls and sending videos. So pretty much Patrice was the main guy for me to help me out and all of Vaughn coaches.
Okay. So you mentioned your change and coming back to York next year, right? So obviously you probably have a little bit of a different story. Like what changed when you went to post-secondary? What didn't you like about it?
I felt it was a different game, for my experience and for me personally as a player, I'm more of the technical kind of guy. I like to play out and all that kind of stuff. But I guess I wasn't really fitting the system at Temple, which was more like a high demanding, like maybe more physical and more, in the air kind of play. So I felt that I didn't really click on that level. And, I feel like maybe coming back here that is more of my style of play in Canada because in America, it's a good game, but it's more physical demanding and in that aspect. So I think it wasn't my game and I wasn't getting the best out of myself with the coaches that we had too. So I feel like coming back was the best decision. And it was a tough one, obviously, to leave D1, but I feel like, some tough decisions have to be made.
You got to sacrifice sometimes, bro. Do what's best for you and
Exactly.
progress as a player. So if that's the right choice for you, then bro, go ahead, go excel in it and do well, bro. That's all you can do.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with what John's saying, and my question is, did you know like going into Temple University that that was going to be the situation, or was it just something that you got into Temple and then you figured it out along the way?
It was not the intention. I went into Temple planning for to stay there all 4 years. Hopefully be a captain later on in my career there, and early talks with the coaches too, because they just lost their center back who went to New England Revolution, the second team. So he was a big loss for their team, and how the coach was talking. I was gonna be a big part of this team, and I feel like maybe I just didn't click off the bat in the preseason and the preseason games. So it just, and the season comes quick and fast. So they need results too. So it was tough to try and get in there when they need results. And, we weren't having the best of seasons. So I feel like a lot of factors came into play there, but it was not the intention going into the first year there.
Okay.
Got it.
So, why did you choose coming back to York instead of any other school in Toronto? That instance.
For me, sorry, is there more?
No.
Oh, just for me, I knew the coaches, right? So the assistant coach at York, Luca Forno, he coached me my first year at when I came to Vaughan, and I really liked him as a coach. And then also Carm, the head coach at York, comes around. He's associated a little bit with Vaughan too. So I got to know him as well. And just been talking to them, and I like their coaching styles, and I think that they're the coaches that I can best succeed under. So knowing that they can, take my game to the next level and progress it, I felt that if I was to come back and play any school, that those were the coaches that I wanted to be under for my career.
Carm is another great resource for coaches. Amazing guy, amazing coach. Love him to death, bro. So tell us a little bit of your Temple history, like the 1 year. How were you balancing being in school and playing soccer?
I think it was tough adjustment at the start. The school year does come quick and fast, and a lot of assignments pile up. But I feel like if you just for me, what I did was I had an agenda. It's keeps you actually in line, and I think once you balance your schedule and you plan out the week, and then you work around your soccer schedule and your lifts and all that, that it's tough. Maybe you got to sacrifice some nights going out or some rest, but to stay on top of your work and everything like that, I just made a schedule for the week. And whenever I looked at my schedule, whatever day I had to do that work, I would set aside everything and just make sure that work got done on that day, and then align with all my projects.
Nice. Chris, what are you majoring in?
I'm a finance major.
Oh, that's going to be really beneficial. And then are you switching your major? Or are you going to keep your major when you switch to York?
I think I'm going to switch my major, but in the same field, I'm going to try and go for commerce, with a specialization in finance. So something similar, but not exactly the same.
What is that? What's commerce?
That's a great question. I saw on the specialization with finance aspect that it's similar to what I'd be learning at Temple, like with like the stock markets and all that kind of stuff. So hoping that it takes maybe a different angle. Commerce is more on like the business, social side of things. So I feel like hopefully that, all interchanges with each other.
Got it.
That's nice, bro. So you're mentioning CPL when you came back, right? So after CPL, or CPL is professional, but do you have plans on going MLS or like NISA or back to the States for any soccer, or even Europe or anything?
I totally do. For me, I'm just looking at it one step at a time, just trying to finish schooling with the soccer too. So if CPL is the next step there, then I'll take that jump. But hopefully, and obviously MLS is the next school, because I've been watching the TFC, and they have a couple players starting for their team that played CPL the past year or two and now made the jump to MLS. So if I can go to CPL, succeed there, maybe taking a jump to MLS or going back to another league in the States like USL or something, or even, if an opportunity comes up, going to Europe, because that would be the ultimate goal.
Cream, do you want to jump in for the questions?
Yeah, I was just no, you can continue on. I was just gonna add, I was just gonna say, one of the guys that I recently did an interview with that signed with that FC Edmonton, CJ Smith, if I remember correctly, he just signed, and he switched schools four times for his 4 years, which is pretty interesting, and he still got signed.
Wow.
Yeah. So, hearing Chris saying that he's switching is not a big deal. Like, it's only his first switch. Yeah. So I know someone that switched schools 4 times, came back, and is now in the CPL. So there's definitely a chance. You just need to be. You just need to get the opportunity, and that's all it is.
So just a new beginning for you, something different. You know?
Exactly. Like even make for that guy that you interview, trying to find the best school that fits him and like the best coaches to get the best out of him because you might not always find what you're looking for in the first thing. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
So you obviously have multiple plans, but like, do you have a backup plan if soccer wasn't an option for you?
I take school pretty seriously and I am committed to that. So if soccer, doesn't go well the 4 years, or if it does go well, but maybe like it's like not at a point where I think I should be at, then I think I'm just gonna stick to school,
Mm,
focus on that aspect, take that route. And maybe I've always wanted to like start coaching,
yeah.
give back a little to the players. So maybe get a job, always stay in this soccer field because it's been a big part of my life and I don't really want to give it up once I'm done completely playing.
Okay. So tell us your most memorable soccer moment.
My most memorable soccer moment. Um, I think it'd be when I was younger, back in my Markham days, that we had a season where we went undefeated,
Mm,
and I think that had a big impact on me. Once you're young and you get that feeling of winning, and it sticks with you. So I think my most memorable soccer moment was when undefeated season. I clicked with a lot of the guys in the team and still friends with them to today, and it helped me push to always win. Because once you have an undefeated season, next season you go in, you lose a game, you're not trying to
yeah.
have that no more. So I feel like that really has an impact on me every single day to keep winning and all that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna jump in real quick. You were at Markham before Vaughn.
Yeah.
How'd that switch work?
Well, I'm from Markham and like originally, so I started there my soccer career, and then I went to Unionville, which is like right beside Markham, and
Yeah.
we had a better team there. Like we went to the OPL finals, like Charity Shield. We lost in penalty shots, but we had a good team. But then, I went to high school, Bill Crothers, so
Yeah.
the sports school, a lot of people from other places. So there were some guys on the team that played for Vaughan. So after our Unionville team was sort of like collapsing because we had a rough season next year,
Yeah.
I've been telling like people were telling me, go to Vaughan, and it's a great place for the next step. And guys like Chris Lee too were going there, and he's like, just come, bro. So those guys helped me push there. And then I remember Luca Forno, the coach that I had in my first year. I
Mhm.
used to play against him because he used to coach the O3s a lot. So
Yeah.
I would see him coaching, and I like that environment. So I just said I didn't really know where I was going to go after Unionville, so I said I'll try with Vaughn, and then I got there, and after the first week, I knew that I needed to stay at this team.
Wait,
seems to be a trend, bro.
Exactly.
wait, Chris. Like I know Vaughn's a big Italian community, Vaughan and Woodbridge. um, Temple is in Atlanta. I don't know if there's an Italian community over there. Is there?
Yeah, it's in Philly, bro.
Oh, sorry, Philly.
Yeah.
I know in Philly there is, but from where we were,
No.
there was no Italian community, and
Not in North.
Yeah, that's like I was just thinking about that. I mean, like York, they got a lot of Italians over there, at least as close to a lot of Italians and a lot of ties and connections. So it's like you're in the wrong place, bro, for your spot. So what are you doing?
That's facts.
You're trying to go outside the culture.
Yeah. Well, it helps mature, learn new cultures, everything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's true though.
No, no, I'm just adding it in there because connections are very key in order to get where you want to go. So
For sure, yeah.
So diving into the last question, what are 3 tips you can share for the viewers that want to go into post-secondary school?
I'd say my main tip to the young kids now is just to stick to who you are as a player. Like you're gonna have coaches, and even along the way, you're gonna have people that are trying to change who you are. Obviously, to develop as your own person is good, but don't change what got you there. Use your skill sets, like it just evolve in your whole game, but really stick to who you are. And I would say, trust the process, because for me, and from my experience, and I've seen from others that might not go well the first time. You might see your friends committing earlier than you, or you might see people going bigger schools, but just trust who you are, trust your like abilities and your talent, and then just believe in yourself. That's the biggest thing too, because if you don't believe, you lose the confidence. It's not going to go well. So just believe in yourself, trust in the process, and stick in your abilities. I would say if you do all those three things, good things will happen because you really just got to believe in your talents. And if you start second guessing yourself, it's not going to help you to get to the next level.
Those are great few tips, bro. Fantastic tips. So lastly here, we have 10 fun speed questions. Kareem's going to dive into the first 5, and then I'm going to do the last 5.
Gotta answer them quick, Chris.
All right.
All right. Who's your favorite team?
AC Milan.
Favorite player?
Ramos.
Favorite cleats?
Tiempos.
Favorite food?
I'm going nice pasta dish.
What are you going for? A tomato sauce with the bread, or what are you going for?
Farm.
100% the tomato sauce. Nice meat in it too.
Hey, favorite artist? Musically?
Gotta go Drake, shout out to Toronto.
Shout out to Toronto. I'm going to dive in. Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
The first team you're picking in FIFA.
Wait, JC, did you hear what Chris said?
That's really odd. I had to think about it. That's really odd.
That was good. I like that, Chris. That was good. I thought I was listening to some FIFA commentary just now. No.
The first team you pick in FIFA.
Liverpool.
Hey.
No, we're not even gonna talk about that. 2 goals in the game or 1 goal, 1 assist?
As a center back, I go 1 goal, 1 assist.
1 goal, 1 assist. Not a diving clearance, goal line clearance.
That wasn't an option. The speed around.
But like as a center back, it'd just be natural. Boom.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'll take that one.
Would you rather score a free kick or a PK last minute goal?
Free kick.
Free kick golazo. If you were a coach and you're able to summon any player in history to win a game, who would it be?
Maradona.
Maradona. All right, Kareem, you want to close out, or I got it?
I'll close out for sure. Chris, are we missing anything, or did you want to add anything in?
No, I don't think so. I think you touched on everything, from the whole journey and what to tell the young viewers that are watching or young kids that just believe in yourself. That's the main thing I'd say.
Yeah, 100%. Chris, before we go, I just want to thank you for taking the time for joining us on the One Soccer Nation podcast today.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Of course.